I had the duck carcass pieces from when I butchered up a duck. You know, the back, the neck, all kinds of things like that. So I'm going to make some duck stock. I'm going to use a pressure cooker so I don't have to stand around and worry about this for hours and hours on end. So I cut them up. You can see I cut them up and then I roasted them at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Basically, whatever your oven, how long it takes to get nice and toasted like this. And the other thing is that, you should make sure that you take the stuff, the fond off the bottom. So take a little hot water, take the pieces off, boil the hot water and kind of break that up so that you can throw that liquid in there because that has a lot of flavor too. So I'm putting it in a pressure cooker and then I'm going to add all the other ingredients. Now, I have like onions and carrots and celery and various kinds of leaves and stuff because I keep everything from when I use it, right? So the ends of the celeries and the ends of the onions and bits and pieces of carrots, and I quick keep them in the freezer so that I can use them just for something like this. I doesn't matter what amounts are, just throw it in. You got scallions, whatever you got. You got parsley stems, throw those in. And then I'll throw a couple of bay leaves in. All right, and then what I'm going to do is add the water up to the limit of what is permissible in the pressure cooker. So follow the directions of your manufacturer when you do this, because otherwise you can have problems later and you get as much as you can out of it. So I'm going to put in a couple of different containers full of here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, of course, seal the pressure cooker. I'm going to turn on the heat, and then I'm going to get it up to high pressure, and from the time it reaches high pressure, I'm going to let it run for basically anywhere between an hour and a half. It depends on like how much you really want to draw out of it. So I'm going to get this started, and then we'll come back later. The stock is finished cooking. I let it cool down naturally. I didn't release the steam. I just let it cool down naturally until it was possible to open it. And I'm going to start out, just to make the straining process easier, by removing as much of the big stuff that I possibly can. So I'm just going to scoop this stuff out into here. You can see it's still pretty hot. And once I'm done with as much of this as I can easily get out, then I can filter the rest of it. And what I've got a setup over here is I have a strainer with cheesecloth in it. And I'm going to do this a little bit at a time. So I'm going to start out here and dump this in. You see it's nice and dark and lovely. I'm just capturing all of the remaining little bits, little floaters, etc. that's in here. And I'll do that much first. Right, I will filter that and I'm to do with the rest of it. So that's it, folks. That is duck stock in a pressure cooker. Only takes a couple hours. See you next time.